or not he's training or he's taking me lightly, that doesn't matter to me. I'm going in there to to whip him and become a world champion and achieve my dreams.
We've been talking about this for upwards of 3 years now, man, and it's finally come to fruition. I mean, how does it feel?
I feel fantastic. I feel belonging. I feel like I am where I'm supposed to be right now. It doesn't feel like a forced event. It doesn't feel like over pressured. It does feel perfect, and this is how it's meant to play out. And I'm excited. I'm excited.
But one thing I can imagine, you didn't envision it taking place in Salt Lake City, like in the middle of absolutely nowhere, right?
Exactly. I thought it'd be like everyone if they picture like a title shot, you always envision it being like somewhere big, right? Like Vegas or obviously like a homecoming or something, But Utah, I've been there for the last 12 days. It's all right. Obviously a lot of mountains and I rarely see black people. Not much black people here, but apart from that, it's all right. It's good.
it's
People are
kind of,
nice.
it's kind of fitting. You actually touch on the mountain range that's around you. You do know it's the
Yeah.
Rocky Mountains, right? And you're Rocky Edwards, so it's kind of fitting in that sense, right?
Exactly. It's perfect. Like I said, it's all lined up perfectly.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And one thing I wanted to ask you about, and I've spoken to you about years and for years and years, is that you said you were always going to stay true to yourself. You're never going to start hyping up and talking a madness just to try get more attention, try to get more social media. Is it even sweeter that you've got the title shot just being genuine and just being you, rather than having to go a certain way to get it?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. I think not just to me, just even for like the kids that's coming after me. That look, you can be yourself, work hard in the gym, dedicate yourself to what you love doing, and you can achieve your goal. And I've proven that time and time and time again. Obviously, I know the media wants to like talk shit, dress different, and start dyeing your hair and doing mad shit. But for me, I just I just show up as I am and believe in myself to the fullest and keep doing what I'm doing.
Fair enough, fair enough. And obviously, the fight this weekend provides you the chance to have some redemption in the sense that you lost to Kamaru and obviously become Britain's second UFC champion. But from every time that I've spoken to you over the last 3 years about this fight, it's not been about revenge. It's just been about your own personal journey and becoming champion. Is that still the way that it is now that fight week is upon us?
Yeah, 100%. I've like I said, I've always been honest with myself. As far as it beat me 7 years ago. When we first fought, I wasn't good enough in the wrestling part. You know what I mean? And it did what it did. I didn't make no excuses and be like, oh, it's because of this, because of that. It is what it is. You got the win, and I've since went back, fixed my team. I wanted it to be, and I haven't lost since. And it's been 10 fights in a row, and I think that's the thing with me. As long as you're honest with yourself, it all plays into it. You can't be like, oh yeah, it's because of this, because of that, and because you wouldn't make the right changes that I needed to make. And so it is what it is. Like I said, it's not about revenge for me. This is just solely about my career. It's only about achieving my dreams and putting the icing on the cake of my life story. To come from Jamaica, even greater to the UK, to now be fighting for the UFC World Championship. It's a mad life, and that's all it is to me. Just going out there to beat him and to become a world champion.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I wanted to ask you about, and I think you touched on this a couple of days ago, I kind of feel that I don't want to quite say it's the same way that Ronda Rousey took her eye off the ball back in the day, but I kind of feel that now Kamaru is a little bit like that at this moment in time because he's talking about fighting Canelo, moving up in weight and fighting Blachowicz, and now he's got a role in White Chicks, or not White Chicks. That's the joke that you said the other day.
White Chicks, man.
Yeah. He's got a role in Black Panther. Sorry.
Nah, you got it right.
Yeah.
White Chicks.
I'm gonna have to edit this part out. But anyway, yeah, he's got a role now in Black Panther.
Part in, bro.
Do you think that now is now the perfect time to fight him when he maybe might have one foot out the door, if you know what I mean?
To be honest, I don't really focus much on that. I mean, I'm preparing for the best, the so-called pound for pound that everyone think he is. I mean, if I think, all right, he might be not getting up and doing his runs, he might not be training as hard because of this and that. That would me a disjustice. I'll be like, okay, I can take it easy in training. I'm preparing for the so-called number one that everyone claims he is. You know what I mean? And whether or not he's training or he's taking me lightly, that doesn't matter to me. I'm going in there to to whip him and become a world champion and achieve my dreams.
I can't believe I said white chicks. I was thinking about what you said
Yeah,
yesterday.
but nah, man, nah, you're correct. It's white chicks.
All right, sticking to the matchup itself, one thing that well is my pervading thought about it is that I believe stylistically you've got the best overall skill set to fight Kamaru, because if you look at his last few opponents, Gilbert Burns, a Brazilian jiu-jitsu expert who's got okay striking, Colby Covington, very good wrestler who's not got the best striking, Masvidal, very good at striking, not got very good
No
wrestling.
grappling.
Yeah,
Yeah, Colby got no jiu-jitsu. He got good wrestling. With boxing, he's got average boxing. Good Gilbert Burns. He's a short tree stump, lightweight, blown up. He went out there and just fucking thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna win through the rounds. Let us go out there and fucking try to blast him out in one round, gassed himself out, and got fucking knocked out with a jab. Masvidal, he's just a bum anyway, so he just got into that fight because of the hype that they build around him. You know what I mean? So far, like, let's say you put all three of them together. The grapple, the tree stumps, jiu-jitsu, Kobe's wrestling. I was a better striker than Masvidal, but striking, you beat Kamaru Usman. You know what I mean? Kamaru Usman is a flat-footed boxer. He's improving his boxing, but what he does is basic in what he does. He has a good wrestling base as far as how he attacks, techniques that he uses to attack in MMA. He does it the same thing over and over again as far as what he uses. He just not no Khabib. You know what I mean? He takes that, he can get back up. He ain't got no jiu-jitsu. So it's like I said, he is good in what he does. You know what I mean? He does basic things, but he does it very well, and that's why he gets victories. You know what I mean? But for me, I feel I've got it all. I got the striking, I got the grappling, I got the jiu-jitsu, and I'm ready.
And one thing that I remember when we sat and we sat in the BT Tower and we talked about the Gunnar Nelson fight, and we talked about your journey and the type of stylistic matchups that you've had to endure and how it eventually would prepare you and make you ready rather than some others who've been rushed a bit early and haven't had all the types of experiences. Yeah. Now that you've had this prolonged road to the title, do you feel primed and ready to take on the biggest challenge, the pound for pound biggest challenge in the sport?
Yeah, 100%. I believe that path that went down. Even at the time, I was fucking frustrated and annoyed, because I thought, why was I not getting opportunities? But looking back on it now, I've had so many different stylistic opponents. I've had so many camps, so many times to improve myself, without taking much damage. He's been in fights like even when Burns hurt him, when Kobe hurt him. It's been some tough fights. You know what I mean? So his body is already breaking down already. He was breaking down before them tough fights, let alone now. You know what I mean? He just came off a hand surgery, and I always believe the fresher, younger, hungrier fighter more than likely come out on top. If you look at the history of fighting, the fresher, younger, skillful, with a fucking high belief, he most likely comes out on top. You know what I mean? And so we'll see. Like I said, I'm ready and I am focused.
And similarly, your own hardships, your own ups and downs in life. Obviously, we've talked about your life story many a time, but do you believe that they've prepared you for this moment as well and given you a bulletproof mindset in that sense?
Yeah, 100%. I believe so. I believe from my childhood to adulthood is preparing me for this moment. It's preparing me for the pressure. It's preparing me for everything. I'm going in now. My fifth main event for the UFC. So, for me, it feels like there's no another main event. It doesn't feel like a title fight. Like, I can't tell the difference between him fighting Diaz and him as far as like the pressure, or you know what I mean. It's still similar. He's a big name in the sport. It's another main event, and that's it. That's all it is. I don't complicate it as much.
And speaking about Usman, what you said about his boxing is improving. Do you believe that he's kind of fallen in love with his hands? Because obviously, yeah, he's had a couple stoppages. You mentioned the Gilbert Burns one, and then the Masvidal, and now obviously he's talking about fighting Canelo. But I mean, do you believe that he's now got this? I don't want to say false sense of security because I can't throw hands like him, but yeah, but he's. But do you think that he's maybe a bit relying on it too much?
Yeah. I believe so. I don't think he would in this fight. I think he's gonna try to rely on it. They're gonna end up shooting for the single leg, you know. But yeah, I believe so. Listen, if you come from like a wrestling background, then suddenly in your 30s you start like getting like knockouts with your hands. You think you're gonna fall in love with it. It's natural. It's just a natural way to be in it. So I should imagine, but I reckon you're gonna try to come out and try wrestling, try to push it that way, you know.
And have you imagined, or have you allowed yourself to imagine what it will be like to bring the title back to the UK? And I mean, I know I touched on it beforehand. Your upbringing. I mean, once being a kid from the Jarvis Road Estate in Birmingham, and now headlining a major event, and then potentially becoming only the second Brit to win UFC gold. I mean, it's a tremendous story.
Yeah. I've envisioned. I envision it all, you know. I envision obviously come back with a bout and just how it feels for me, for my family, for my friends, and just a story that we've been on, you know. Fucking days. Just the story that we've been on, and the journey that I've been on and went through. Like I said, to be born in Jamaica in a wooden shack in one room with a living room, bedroom, kitchen in one room, and to be now headlining a pay-per-view title fight in Utah. That is a mad way, a mad life. You know what I mean? So it'd be fantastic, and it will be done. You know.
Yeah, I've just got a couple more questions as well, and sticking on that theme as well. I mean, with the benefit of hindsight, you got to thank your mum for throwing you in that gym to get you off the streets, right?
Yeah, 100%. Like knowing her, she wasn't doing it just to keep me out hanging around on the street. She wasn't doing it as a career. You know what I mean? So it's matter how God works and how life works. You know, like she literally just doing it just to because I was always getting into trouble. So she's just doing it like instead of hanging around in the street with nothing to do, go hang around in the gym and train in the gym. You know, and I always thank her, and it's like I said, it's matter how life works and how God works. You know.
And well, final question for me: how do you foresee the fight playing out? Obviously, well, we talked about it there. Kamaru's kind of fallen in love with his hands, but obviously we know his bread and butter is shooting in for that single leg and trying to press up against the cage and take you down.
Yeah, cage. Yeah, yeah.
But how do you foresee the fight playing out?
I've envisioned it many ways, man. Many ways. Like it changed day to day. You know what I mean? I've seen it like I don't know. I've seen it many ways. It's hard to say. It's mad. However you picture it in your head, it never plays like that in the fight. You know what I mean? So it's a wild thing, but I always envision my hand raised. You know what I mean? I picture myself even losing on the scorecards and let's come back and win. You know what I mean? I picture it all. I don't want to picture just me going and making an easy fight. I picture everything. You know what I mean? So I do get in there. It's not like a shock to me or what's happening. You know what I mean? I picture it all. And but at the end of the day, it's always me victorious with my hand raised and the belt wrapped around me, you know.
All right, Leon, thanks very much for the time today. I'm gutted I can't be out there for Salt Lake City. I was meant to be going, but my wife is meant to give birth in 2 weeks. I can't risk it.
You having a boy or girl?
It's a girl, having a girl, man. So yeah,
good man.
Looking forward to it. My wife said that, oh yeah, you can go, but I know that was a trap.
Yeah, nah, that's like a test, bro. Don't take it.
But anyway, man, thanks again for the time during fight week. I really do appreciate it. Good luck on Saturday, and we'll see you with the belt back home in the UK, right?
Good man. Thank you. 100%.